So when it comes to Bring Her Back, it's definitely the kind of film that's going to push the idea or else the question of what is justifiable when people say, I would do anything for my child. For when it comes to this film, a woman named Laura recently lost her daughter Kathy, and she ends up becoming a foster mom for Piper, who's very similar to Kathy, and she also takes in Piper's older brother Andy, and this makes it so that she has Piper, Andy, and also a young boy named Oliver. Oliver's a bit of a weird kid, though at the same time so is Laura, so it takes Andy and Piper a little while to get adjusted and comfortable. But no sooner do they get comfortable do they start noticing certain things that make it clear that if Andy doesn't figure out a way to get Piper out of there, terrible things are going to happen not only to her but possibly also to him. So getting to the review section, this is definitely one of those films which is going to push your boundaries a little bit, and even if you're someone who's a general horror fan, especially of the gore variety, because this film has much more violence towards children and minors than usually seen, and it doesn't pull away from it, that might be something different for you. But I would also add in that this is one of those films when it comes to horror where it doesn't just want actors screaming, running, and stuff like that. It wants them to also give a compelling dramatic performance. So as much as Laura can be off-putting, even be presented as a villain, there's also this sense that she's also a bit complicated. You can't just pigeonhole her into that. But with all that said, I would say that there are certain details that if you can build a tolerance to the violence, or maybe after watching the movie you may start questioning, especially in terms of when it comes to Kathy's death, is there more than meets the eye? When it comes to Andy and also Piper, we know that her mother's dead and his father, but where are the rest of their family members, and why didn't they try to step in, especially if Andy only needed 3 months before he could adopt Piper, and possibly between social services and just being a hustler, maybe it made things do. Little things like that aren't necessarily big plot holes, but they are things that you may find yourself questioning. But overall, when it comes to Bring Her Back, I wouldn't say it's similar to Talk to Me in the terms of really having that possible replay value, but it definitely shows when it comes to the brothers who made this, they have a certain style that is definitely something that can give them a legacy, and one that could make them staples of the horror genre.